Om Vakrotunda Mahakaya Surya Koti Samapprabha Nirvignam Kurume Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastamavid Vishavahe Om Shanti 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 Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha
Shri Paramatmane Namaha.
Atha Chaturthodhyayaha
Atha Chaturdhodhyayaha.
Shri Bhagavanuvacha
Shri Bhagavanuvacha.
Shloka number 18 Karmanya karma yah pashyet
Karmanyai karma yah pasyet.
Akarmani cha karma yah
Akarmani cha karma yaha.
Sabadhiman manushyeshu
Sabuddhiman manusheshu.
Sayukta krishna karma krita
Sayukta Krishna karma krita.
We are discussing this shloka with taking the contention of Purva Pakshi, the views of Purva Pakshi. Purva Pakshi is, Purva Pakshi, the opponent. As we have seen, the Purva Pakshi, here it is Purva Mimamsaka. Purva Mimamsaka, so those, for them, the entire Veda is one Grantha, one Shastra, entire Veda. So according to them, the Tatparya of Veda is only karma. Karma. So these Purva Pakshis are not physically present, it is imagined. And it is their views are taken and it is contended. So like that, many Purva Pakshis are there. They are dealt with. So as we have seen, objections arise in various ways in Vedanta. Certain philosophies are sparring partners, and Purva Mimamsaka is a little more than a sparring partner. So now the Purva Pakshi is taken, and the Purva Pakshi is Purva Mimamsa is taken. According to them, all the sentences, all the Vakyas of the Veda deal with only karma. So therefore, they don't really convey anything that already it is there. So it doesn't discuss about Atma. Deal primarily with karma only. Amna yasya kriyartanam anartakyam atadartanam. So Amna yasya, the entire Veda has Tatparya only in karma. There is nothing other than karma. Only doing, nothing other than doing. Only karma is involved. The karmas, as we have seen, Nitya karma, Naimitika karma, nitya karma meaning karma which has to be done daily, and karma which are occasionally done. That are nimitti karma. And in kami karma is desire prompted action, and nishidha karma. Nishidha karma is prohibited action. So do's and do. Therefore, the entire Veda is nothing but vidhi nishedas. So therefore, they say the entire Veda is vidhi nisheda, only karma deals with karma only. That is the, and they say, so doing what is to be done, that is nitya nimitti karma should be done, but the result will not be there. The result will not be there, nitya nimitika karma to be done. If you don't do kami karma and don't refrain from doing nisheda karma, so you will not be adding karma pala to your account. So your karma pala will exhaust, and therefore, and nitya nimitika, which is to be done, without, if you don't do, you will get papam. So that also you are doing. Therefore, your karma pala will exhaust and you become free. So that is that, because the entire Veda deals with karma. Therefore, nitya nimitti karma must be done, their duties. There is no result for them. But there is no result for them. See, if there is result, then that also becomes a binding factor. If they produce punyam, punyam is also cause of samsara, as good as good as papa. If you don't do, you get papa. It is their contention. The nitya nimitti karma, they don't produce punya, but if you don't do, it will attract papa. And kamya karmas are not done. And nishita karma, the prohibited actions are not done. So therefore, you will not be adding papa punya to your account, and you are doing nitya nimitti karma. Only if you don't do, you get papa. So you are doing. Therefore, your karma, you are not adding no fresh karma pala. Therefore, exhausting karma pala, you become free. So that is their concept of being free moksha. Now, our question is, see, nitya nimitti karma are done, but no result. Not doing, you get papa. It is their argument. It is their conclusion with regard to the karma, and the tatparya of Veda is karma. Now, our question is, if there is no result, why should I perform karma? Why perform action? Prayojana manudeshya mandopi pravatati. Even a fool will not engage in action if there is no utility, there is no prayojan, there is no benefit. So why should I perform karma? That is one thing. And also, not doing, how can it attract papam? I have not done. Because I have not done, should it attract papam? It's not proper. So that we are going to discuss that. So doing karma is the tatparyam. According to them, the tatparyam of the Veda, action. Action is only tatparyam. And what action? Nitya nimitti karma. Karma which are enjoined by the Shastra, which have to be done daily, and the karmas which are done occasionally. Not doing, you get pratyavaya papa. That's a special papa. So you are doing, therefore you will not get papam. Not doing, you will not get punyam also. So you are doing, therefore you will not get papam. So therefore there is no punya, there is no papa. And no nishida karma, no kami karma, therefore you don't have karma pala. So no karma, so one day you will become free. Now all the karmas are exhausted. Now we ask them, if there is no result, why should I perform karma? At this point in the argument, any practical person is going to ask this question. What? If there is no result, why should I perform the karma? After all, is it not more pleasant to do nothing? Just keeping quiet, not doing. To do all this nitya karmas takes a lot of time. It is not easy. A lot of karmas from morning to evening. To be done regular on special days also. More karma will be there, but on special days. And that the point is, the result is no there is no karma pala. You do a lot of karma, takes a lot of time, you spend a lot of time doing karma, but the result is zero. If there is no result, surely I don't need, I need not do them. No comes a reply. Because if you don't do them, you will bring trouble upon yourself. Who says with Purva Mimamsakas? Their view, the contention is, if you don't do, you will trouble upon yourself. There are many people who choose to go to heaven only because they are mortally afraid of hell, not because they are interested in heaven. Hell has been painted so vividly in their minds that naturally they cannot stand to think of having to go there. Even to hear about it makes the blood pressure go up. Therefore, they want to avoid hell by going to heaven. This kind of heaven hell discussion is what pushes people into religion. For immature people, this is a religion. Heaven hell, two opposite realities. If the heaven and hell aspects are removed, then these religions will topple. No one will even look into them. When the karma that is to be done by you is not done, you attract papam, and therefore it is to be done according to how some people interpret the karmani akarma portion of this shloka. We have seen. And the expression akarmani karma is interpreted as not doing an action that is to be done. Not doing an action, karmani, doing that is not to be done. According to this argument, if the to be done action is not done, to be done action is not done, a result, a pala is produced and becomes a karma. Therefore, karma is akarma and akarma is karma because not doing also karma only. So, akarma is karma and karma doesn't produce punya pala. Therefore, it is a karma. So, karma is a karma, akarma is karma. Point to be understood clearly here. Their view, we are discussing Purva Pakshi, that Purva Mimamsaka's view. Akarma produces palam and the karma doesn't. If you do, it doesn't produce palam. If you don't do, that produces palam. What palam? Papa. So akarma produces papa palam. Karma doing produces no palam. The one who sees all of this in this way is the wise among human beings and has done all that is to be done. Saha buddhiman manusheshu saha yuktaha krishna karma. Please understand, this is the view of the Purva Pakshi, not of Vedanti. This is the Purva Paksha's, Purva Mimamsaka's argument, to which Shankaracharya responds as follows. We should not think this paragraph to be the conclusion of the Siddhanti, that is Vedantins. This is the contention of the Purva Pakshi, the views of the views of the Purva Pakshi, that is Purva Mimamsakas. Now, Acharya replies, Shankaracharya's response. Now the question is asked, if what you do does not produce a result, and what you do not do produces a result, then why do any karma at all? If what you do doesn't produce a result, and what you don't do produce a result, then Shankaracharya argues that what is not done doesn't produce unseen result, adrishtapala, in the form of papa punya. Although there can be adrishtapala, seen results. So if it is not done, what is not done that doesn't produce unseen result, papa pala, punya papa, adrishtapala. Although there can be adrishtapala. The omission of it to be done action can produce conflict or worry, which is a adrishtapala. If to be done is not done, that produces conflict, that's a dukkam. Therefore, the adrishtapala is there. For example, when you have to write a letter and you don't do it, there may be some conflict. In this way, there can be Drishtapala, but no Drishtapala, which is Punya Papa, the invisible results that accrue to the person who performs the karma. We are talking only about Punya Papa here. We are talking only about Adrishta Palam here. For a karma that is not done, there can be no Papa or Punya. And for a karma that is done, the results cannot be avoided. This is the general perception, general understanding about karma. Karma, when it is, for a karma that is not done, there cannot be result. No Madhishta Palam Punya Papa. For karma that is done, there will be result. So karma pala will always be there as long as karma is there. For every action there is equal and opposite reaction. So karma pala will be there. And even Nityanamitika karma also, it produces result in the form of punya. Because karma, any to be done action, when it is performed, produces a result. And not doing it produces only drishtapala, seen results, but not papa. Not doing it produces only drishtapalam, but not papa, cannot produce adrishtapalam. When what is to be done is not done, there is always some inner irritation, some sense that you have missed out because you have not done sense of negligence. So some conflict will be there. So, for example, daily meditation, for instance, definitely produces punya. If you do it, of course. If, however, out of laziness or for some other reason, we don't perform this action, your omission will not produce papa because you have not been in meditation. It doesn't produce papa, although it may produce some irritation. You may feel badly that you did not do it, and if you didn't do it the day it becomes for either, you may even become sadder. But this is drishtapalam only, but not adrishtapalam. So for not doing, there is no adrishtapala. Maybe adrishtapala because karma, what you are doing regularly, you are not able to do or you didn't do it. So therefore you may become sad. You may feel disturbed. That is drishtapala. That is fine. That is accepted. For an action that is not done, therefore no result can accrue. There is no adrishtapala. Only for action that is done can there be adrishtapala, either punya or papa. If the action is proper, if it is dharmika, if it is to be done karma, then it will attract punya. If it is improper, not legitimate, not keeping with dharma, then it will attract papam. Shankaracharya argues here that if an action that is not done can produce result, then that which doesn't exist, that is asat, can produce that which exists sat. Asat, asat is non-existence. The non-existence asat can produce existence, non-existent asat can produce existent sat. To say that a non-existent thing can produce an existent thing is like a non-existent mother can bear a son. Mother is non-existent, but she can bear a son. Because not done, karma not done produces a result. So karma is not, doesn't exist, asat. But results are there, sat. So non-existent produces an existent, like a non-existent mother bearing a child. This contradicts all means of knowledge. Sarva pramana virodha. Important statement. Bhashakara uses this Bhashakara statement. Sarva pramana virodha. It is virodha, contradictory, not only the Shastra pramana, all the pramana. So you're contradicting all the pramana. Sarva Shastra, Sarva pramana virodha. It is equally a contradictory to say that karmas that are done do not produce results. That is also not proper. You cannot throw a stone, expect that there will be no result. There will be a result, especially if you hit someone. Something must take place. Some kind of reaction will be there. Therefore, action without reaction makes no sense at all. Shankaracharya's argument. And again, how can one become a Krishna Karmakrita? By this, how can one become Krishna Karmakrita? By the mere knowledge that performing Nitya Naimitya karma is equivalent to a karma, non-performance of the Nitya Naimitya karma is equivalent to karma. The Shankaracharya raises yet another objection to the Purva Mimamsaka's argument. How can one person become a Krishna Karmakrita? According to the Purva Mimamsaka. Purva Mimamsaka's argument is taken now by your contention, by your logic. How can a person become Krishna Karmakrita? Jnana is what is being talked about here. Knowledge of karma and akarma. But mere knowledge doesn't produce result. Doing something produces result. How then can you say that the person is Krishna Karmakrita? Yeah, jnanam is talked about. Not jnanam of what? Karma jnanam, akarma jnanam. Knowledge of karma and akarma. But knowledge doesn't produce result. But he says, non-performance of nitya karma is equal to karma. So, therefore, he has not done. Non-performance of karma is karma, and performance of nitya karma is equal to akarma. So, performance of Nitya karma is equivalent to akarma. Then how can you say the person is Krishna karma kritu? You cannot. You can only say he or she is the one who knows all the karmas that are to be done and not to be done. Krishna karma kritu bhavati. Natu Krishna karma kritu Krishna karma vitt bhavati, not karma kritu. Krishna karma vitt bhavati. He is a knower of all the karma to be done, not to be done. Not Krishna karma kritu bhavati. Natu Krishna karma kritu. Because jnanam is talked about in the shloka, not doing. If it is doing, then it should be Krishna karma vitt. Since jnanam is alone talked about here, and the shloka also says Krishna karma krita, then we ask the Purva Pakshi, how can you say that the person is Krishna karma krita? Should it not be Krishna karma vitta bhavati? You can only say Krishna karma vitta, natu karma Krishna karma krita. Karma vitta is karma janati karma vitta, one who knows karma, one who has the knowledge of the karma. Because knowledge doesn't produce result. According to Purva Mimamsa, not doing produces result. So, therefore, in the shloka, it should not be karma krita, it should not be doing, it should be knowing. There is nothing to be done. That's the point. There is nothing to be done, only to be seen. Therefore, Krishna karma krita refers to a person of fulfillment who has achieved everything. The liberated person is Mukta Purusha. Now, Krishna makes his point very clear, not only here, but even before also. When he said that he would tell Arjuna about action and inaction, kim karma kima karmeti iti, knowing which yajñātva mokshate ashubhat, knowing which one is liberated, tatte karma prarakshami yajñātva mokshate ashubhat. Had there been anything to be done, Krishna would have used the expression yat krutva, Pashakara LC, Purvamemsaka. If your content, if karma is the tatparya, then the shloka, it should be Krishna karma vitt, not Krishna karma krita. We can say Krishna karma krita, but you, for you, according to you, if your contention is, if your view is the view of the Gita, if your view is the view of the Veda, then it should be Krishna karma vitt. Similarly, in that shloka, tatte karma pravakshyami, it should not be tatte karma praksha yajñātva, not yajñātva, yat krutva, doing which, doing what, doing nitya karma, and therefore you become three mokshate ashubhat. The shloka should have been the other way. Yat jnatva, na yat krutva, not yat jnatva, knowing which. The knowledge is inward. Because of knowledge only is Krishna karma krita. If karma is there, then Krishna karma vitt it should be. So in analysis, Mimamsa, what as we said before, must always be kept in mind. Otherwise, there would be no analysis. When Bhagavan says, knowing which, he meant knowing what karma is and what akarma is, it is not as easy as you think. It is difficult to understand. Kaveha api atra mohitaha, we saw. So karma is not to be taken as merely performing action, nor is akarma to be taken as not doing action. The real nature of karma and akarma is something that has to be understood by you, knowing which you will be released from all punya papa. That is inauspicious. That is the meaning of the shloka that we saw before. Yajñātva mokshase shubhat, ashubhat mokshase iti. So nature of karma, what is akarma to be known, not by doing. The Purva Mimamsaka says that you have to do karma. But what is said here is that by knowing the nature of karma and akarma, you are released from all papa punya papa. This is what is meant by Vakyartha Vichara, inquiry into the sentences of the Shastram. Vakyartha Vichara. Mimamsa, this is called. Pujya Vicharaha, Mimamsa. The inquiry is done to find out what a sentence means, whether it has any other meaning. It should concur with the meaning of the other shlokas also. Should not contradict. If there's another meaning possible, it will reveal a philosophy, a stand. Here, a particular stand is analyzed by Shankaracharya and then dismissed as not being what was intended, as not being the meaning of the sentence. So, therefore, here, Purva Pakshi's stand that karma is the tatparyam is dismissed here. So, a particular stand is taken by Shankaracharya and then he dismisses. Therefore, Purva Pakshi's contention that karma the karma which is a tatparyam, that is dismissed. So what is tatparyam of the Shastra? Knowledge. Atma and knowledge by one becomes three. That is the. Then it comes the next shloka. With this shloka, then discussion of this shloka is over. It is celebrate. Beautiful shloka. Now the next shloka starts, which is where the jnani is talked about. I think we'll read that in the next class. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnad Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Guru Namaha Harihi Om Dhanyavadaha